I have seen again and again over the past week or so reports on the cost of America's southern border wall. Meanwhile, not once during any of these reports do the globalist hacks at the mainstream media mention how much illegal immigrants cost the American taxpayer each and every year. Another blatant example of the mainstream media providing only one side of a story, or lying by omission. The proposed border wall on America's southern border will cost up to $25 billion, or $120 per American family. Illegal immigrants cost Americans over $120 billion each and every year. This is 5 times as much as it would cost to build a border wall, which would be a one-time payment of $120. The cost right now to each and every of these same American families is $600 per family per year to take care of the illegal immigrants that are here now. Now, if journalists are supposed to report all sides of every story, that is their sworn mission as a journalist. Why has no one mentioned this? If you are on the left and think the mainstream media is unbiased, please explain to me in the comment section below how you justify this blatant omission of facts by a supposedly unbiased media. There is something the news also doesn't mention. Once the border wall goes up, the cost to maintain the border will decrease substantially, because the border itself will take less manpower to actually secure. The wall will cut off most entry points being used now to smuggle not only drugs but people into America. Remember, smuggling people and sex trafficking is the second highest revenue stream for drug cartels. It's big business. Meanwhile, on the other side of the issue, the left calls for allowing anyone who has the nerve to cross the border illegally should be allowed to stay. So the $125 billion we have now per year will certainly increase over the next decade or so. I know a lot of people on the left will automatically say illegal immigrants do not get welfare from American taxpayers. That's outright false. First of all, anyone who comes to America illegally and claims asylum and gets granted this asylum automatically qualifies for every government program. Every single one. Food, housing, clothing, welfare cash payments, health care, education, everything. In fact, in New York City, it costs taxpayers up to $47,000 per person who is granted asylum. As well, as soon as an illegal immigrant has a child here in America, that child is an American. And no matter what the media would like you to think, we take care of our own here in America. So that little American will receive food, clothing, housing, and all the other necessities they need to live a safe and well-fed life here in America. Place that on top of education and healthcare and many other benefits Americans provide for other Americans. This is why open borders cannot work with a welfare system. And it's the obvious short-sighted flaw in the left's argument. You have to pick one. Do you still want a welfare system here in America, or do you want open borders? America cannot have open borders and a welfare system the way we have it now. It would bankrupt America. That is the main reason why the socialist and globalist enemies of America are pushing for open borders. It is the quickest way to destroy America. The American people who are out there promoting this policy of open borders are truly being used as useful idiots. They're protesting against their best interests. Unfortunately, the people in America that take their marching orders from the left and the mainstream media are blinded and do not see this. They have become part of not only the propaganda arm for America's enemies, they've now started to become the globalist and socialist revolutionary front line here in America. I have to tell you, watching this happen from the standpoint of somebody who knows our enemy's plan, it is truly sad to see. Worse than that, it's frightening because so many Americans are willingly calling for the downfall of America, fighting against securing our borders. And for open borders is just a blatant example of how twisted many Americans have become. How can those of you on the left not see this ridiculous stance? Wake up. You have literally been brainwashed by America's enemies to help them destroy America. Wake up. Please, for America, wake up.